I call it puddle vision!
Welcome to trip report number 2. Down to California with Kirt Voreis to shoot Mining for Skills. Niner wanted me to create something that was a fun, exciting video that kind of showcased Kirt's riding skills and also had an educational aspect. So Kirt and I talked about it, and over a month or so, month and a half, we kind of hammered out the details of how we wanted to do it, made up a script, and Kirt made up an intro little storyboard for us. And we started planning based on that, and then I headed to California. Yeah, I'm in California, made it here all right, and been hanging out all day with Kirt and Doug. We went down to Fox. Kirt went and had some business talk and got some cool new clothes and helmet and everything. And now we're back here at Kirt's mom's house, over there, and fixing bikes and getting everything ready to go. Kirt wanted to do a bar spin. So he took off his dropper post to get rid of that extra bit of cable and put on a short, stubby little seat post. Make it all a little easier. Kirt's got the best mom. She's rad. Every time I come here, basically we hang out in the garage and talk about funny stuff all the time. And I feel like I spend more time laughing than really any other time. It was like,
I'm kind of bummed she didn't have her 24-ounce Bud Light, dude. That thing.
This is Kirt's mom. This is like the most best place ever to hang out. Alright, so let me take this giant long 1-week story and condense it down a lot, because nobody wants to listen to me talking for a week, or, you know, however long it's going to take me to tell this story, probably an hour or so if I go through all the details. Nobody wants that. Day 2, we woke up at Kirt's mom's place, went and got some breakfast. We're going to get some breakfast because we're hungry, and we're going to go out into the desert and go scout and get everything all organized and figured out, and it's 10 o'clock and we haven't had breakfast yet, so it's definitely breakfast time. So we went to Sprouts for breakfast and it was lunch, so we had to get sandwiches and
Good on right!
yeah, very good. And then we headed out into the desert to go scout some stuff. And Kirt had already been there before, so he had a pretty good idea of where we were going. So we basically went out there, looked at a bunch of the stuff, said yes, no, we want to do this, and then we started hammering out the details.
But yeah, like right in here. And we don't even really have to dig it out, we just move rocks down there. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty sweet.
I'm pretty stoked. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna make some good video, get some really good photos hopefully too. It's gonna be a juggling act getting all of it together. That's why we got Doug here.
Riding stuff we got down. She's getting that line shot. Getting those shots gonna be the
All the acting stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna be bad. I mean, once it's, you know what it is? It's just one foot in front of the other. Next thing you know, you're going, we're deep in shit. Let's get it done.
And so that brings up another point. There was gonna be this whole acted out sequence, the riding part and the acting that made up Kirt's intro that he had storyboarded out, and we needed to find a mine and then actually film all the acting stuff in the mine, and we also needed to figure out how to film the puddle sequence. So on top of all the action stuff like building hits and drops and figuring all that stuff out, we had to do the whole other part too. And also, I needed to get a whole bunch of stills on this project, some rad photos. That's what I do, or at least that's what I feel like I do best. That's my strength. And that's something that I needed to get on this trip. So we had to balance out what I was doing, what Doug was doing, and then what I was doing for stills. After that, we went back to Kirt's friend Dee's place, Dee and Casta's place, and hung out there for the night. Really nice to go visit friends and have a good time. And yeah, that goes right into the next day.
We're at Dee's house.
Yep.
And we're packing up the van. We're gonna bring a big 55-gallon water. And we're gonna go build some features for Kirt to ride, and it should be a good day. I really like digging, so I'm excited.
Heading out, back out to the desert. Woo! Leaving Dee's place. Had an awesome night here. Amazing food, so good. Cass made some pozole last night that was so good. I didn't take any pictures of it. I didn't film it. I just ate
There's
it.
still some left.
And I know there's more for tonight.
And we got juice too.
And we're coming back tonight. She's gonna make some dinner, and we're gonna maybe tonight we'll throw Doug in the swimming pool and film the part where he goes into the water, or maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Doug is real cold.
yeah, because the water's gonna be cold.
All right.
You ready for that?
Personally, I don't swim, so you know, fish in water.
Cass made us juice, so good. So I traded her. I gave her some Preston's ginger beer in trade for all the awesomeness. So she's gonna be really happy too. We're up here hauling water so we can water this thing that Kurt's digging on, and it's right here. Kurt's out in the desert building.
Let's give me a little bench cut in here to get up in this corner. Come in, make a little rise so I can get weightless and just kind of bang into it like a little curved wall ride.
And I'm heading off to go scout some mines and try and figure out where we're going to film all the mine sequences. Wow, I think we found our mine. So when I got back to where Kirt was, two of them were working on the pocket corner that Kirt had found, and that was almost done. So we finished that up, and when the light got good, Kirt hit that just kind of like a first thing to get going, to get warmed up and get everything done, and we got some good shots of that. And then he hit this foot plant step down over top of it that he figured out, and that was really cool too. And after that, the light kind of faded, and we cleaned up a bunch of other stuff, got a bunch of stuff ready for the next morning, and headed back to Dee's place. Day 3. Woke up today, and it's raining outside.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah.
Oh, hey Kirt,
shoot.
what's going on today?
I was having coffee.
It looks like it's a little rainy outside.
We got some rain. Be good to dig in. Get some stuff dug today, and then work out some cave dwelling.
Gonna go see if we can dig and build a few things, especially if the dirt's a little wet. It's gonna be a little better. So actually we're gonna take advantage of this rain, and hopefully it's gonna be awesome. We'll see how it goes. Started raining slowly at first and made it almost perfect digging. There was not a lot of dust, and the dirt became really tacky, and we could kind of actually pack it fairly well. But then it picked up and it got too wet, and the dirt started to get sticky, and we had to call it a day and head back to Dee's house. It's a little stormy out here, a little crazy. Really don't think we're gonna get much done today. So Tuesday, it's still raining. It started raining yesterday pretty hard. It rained, oh, they say 3 or 4 inches last night, and some areas up the coast got a lot more than that. Lots of mudslides happening. Here we just had good dirt, and now we got rain. So we're gonna go and try and get as much done as we can with the rain. With the weather being what it was, we decided that was a perfect day to go get some errands done, and we went shopping. Got all the clothes for the mining scene, and also bought some black plastic so we could throw Doug in the pool. And actually, as luck would have it, it cleared up, and it was really windy and cold out, but it was sunny. So went to do that and realized that Doug doesn't go in the pool. I remember back a ways we were talking in the van, and Doug said he didn't do water. So actually we threw Kirt in the pool and just pretended it was Doug. And we covered the pool with black plastic to try and make it a little darker and, you know, make it look like it was into a giant puddle.
Oh, that's not it. It wasn't that. It was. I was waiting for you. I couldn't grab up. I couldn't feel you.
Well, I know you started pushing up before. I was reaching in, and you're like over there pushing into the plastic. That was
do
good.
it again.
So we just filmed the scene here in the pool. It's really cold and windy, and we just filmed this scene where, well, where Doug gets wet in the water. It's an early start. It's a little cold one. We've got some snow out there in the mountains, but Wednesday, and it looks like it's finally going to be a good shoot day. You ready, Kurt?
Does that look ready?
I feel like Kurt's ready. Light's perfect. Sun just coming over the hill right there. We got Doug's shot right here. Looking back, I don't know if you can see D back there, way back there, but that's what we're hopefully hitting this morning. We'll see how it goes. Kirt getting a big ol' alley-oop on this rock. Should be a really good one. So remember a while ago I said this was going to be a juggling act, trying to get photos and video? Well, this is the part where I dropped the ball. And what I dropped was the part where I shoot behind the scenes footage. I couldn't keep a handle on shooting photos and video and behind the scenes footage all at the same time. So for the next day and a half, while Kirt and I and Doug, we were out there shooting all this amazing action riding footage, there's no real behind the scenes footage. I did get a chance to meet Kirt's Uncle Jay though, and that was pretty rad. Over the years, I've heard a lot about Uncle Jay, so it was really cool to actually get to meet him in person. You know, the best part of this whole trip has been coming down to California and hanging out with Kirt's mom, Brenda, and Poppy, and meeting really cool people like Uncle Jay here, because I heard all sorts of stories about this guy from Kirt over the years.
I learned everything about biking.
I finally got to meet him. This is
the guy.
This is who you learned your biking skills from?
Everything. How to be wild and crazy and
best mountain man in the desert.
Not give a damn. Yeah. This is my hero.
He's my hero.
No, look at this shit. This thing's badass.
Hey, my rack held up.
Grill.
Yeah.
No, it's a
You can use
barbecue
it for
grill
a barbecue
too.
and you can haul roof tiles on it.
That's sweet.
Oh, shit.
I'm liking it.
I went clear to the top over there. I couldn't believe I made it.
Actually, Jay saved us on this trip because dummy me left the lights on in the desert. The battery went dead in the van, and Jay actually lived like 5 miles from here. Not even that, 2 miles. Came and saved the day, finished up the project.
All right, well that's it for that story. Hope you all enjoyed that little look behind the scenes of our Mining for Skills project. It's a cold day here, but I'm headed off to Jamaica tomorrow for another trip with Kirt. So stay tuned and I'll be bringing you, hopefully a lot of excitement from that trip.